We will start today in kneeling pose. So making our way down to the mat, finding the tops of our feet pressed into the mat, and the back of our hands resting gently on our thighs. Rolling our shoulders up and back, finding length in our spine and a softness in the abdomen. Starting off by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, and we'll sigh it out through the mouth. Noticing the softening of our faces and our shoulders. While maintaining height and length in our spine. Allowing our breath to assume its natural rhythm in and out through the nose. Noticing the rising and falling sensation of our rib cage laterally. And perhaps taking a moment to notice the speed and the depth of the breath, the energy and mood of our body. Taking a moment to set an intention for our practice. And honoring the state of our body as we move through our vinyasa sets. Perhaps using our breath as our guide to not push too far, just within today's limits. Bringing our awareness back to the space around us, sounds, the temperature and the smells. And we'll bring our hands up to our shoulders. We'll slowly twist our trunk left to right. Leading with the elbows, maintaining a tall torso, feeling the back muscles start to engage. Warming into the spine gently. Three more on each side. And we come back to center, bringing our hands back to our thighs, deep breaths in, rolling our shoulders up and back. Interlacing our hands behind our back. We drive the knuckles down. We roll the shoulder blades in towards the spine, lifting the hands away from our bodies, opening our chest, feeling the energy running down through our arms. And releasing out of that, we'll come up, bringing our hips on top of our knees, bringing our arms parallel to the floor, and we'll slowly sink back and forward. Sink back and forward, holding a straight line between our knees and our shoulders, feeling what happens in the quadricep muscles. Now we'll sit our butts down and then come back up. Sitting back and come back up. Squeezing the glutes forward, pressing the hips forward. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Slowly starting to match the rhythm of our breath with our movements. 3 more. 2. And 1. Bringing our hands to the earth, cat, cow, into our all fours. And we'll start by shifting our hips left to right, letting our heads hang heavy. Slowly starting to move into our bodies, to warm them, to notice the sensations, and to be aware of them throughout our practice and how they transform. Coming to center, and we'll do a gentle cat-cow, starting with the tailbone, allowing the abdomen and the chest to open, pressing the earth away, gazing up. And then once again with the tailbone, curling the spine, gazing towards the feet. Inhale, pressing the earth away, opening the abdomen and chest. Exhale, we round back in. Flowing through at our speed. Perhaps a gentle pause at the top and the bottom would feel good. Listening to our bodies as we open and close. Two more. Noticing our breath through the nose, activating the Ujjayi breath, and we come back to neutral. Extending our left leg, toes are pressed into the earth, right arm comes alongside our ears, lifting the left leg off the earth, bird dog. Option to hold here, keeping the hips square to the mat. Option to crunch in, inhaling, reaching out, exhale, crunching elbow to knee. Finding that straight line between the fingertips and the toes. Keeping the back leg parallel to the floor. Two more big breaths. And we reset in our all fours, shifting left to right. Resetting in neutral. Right leg comes straight back out. Toes are pressed into the earth. Left arm alongside the ear. We're gazing down. Our neck is neutral. We can lift our right leg off the earth. Toes are pointing down. Hips are square. And we have the option to crunch in. And then find that nice straight line between the fingertips and the toes. Two more breaths. And we reset all fours, shifting our weight left to right, rinsing it out, moving through the wrists, the hips, and the low back, letting the head hang heavy. Good. Curling our toes under our shins, we come into a down dog. Deep breaths in. Exhaling, lifting our hips, straightening the legs, pressing the heels towards the earth. Holding here for a few breaths. And we'll gaze forward. We'll bend our knees. We'll step or hop to the top of our mat. However we get there. Inhaling halfway flat back, drawing the shoulder blades in and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair, sweeping the arms alongside the ears, holding here. And we'll do some twists, keeping our hips forward facing. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, we bring the hands to heart center. We tap the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, we reach back up, chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. We go to the opposite knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, switching side to side with the exhalations. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, tapping. We continue to move through with our breath. Gentle twists, keeping the hips forward facing. One more each side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, straightening the legs forward, fold, yummy. Hanging out here for a few breaths. Wiggling or bending the knees, shifting our weight, whatever might feel good. Starting to feel a little bit warmer. A little more flexible and fluid. And staying at the top of our mat, we're going to float our way upwards and we'll start our first vinyasa. Inhale, halfway flat back, drawing the shoulder blades in and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Staying here, one big breath in between. Each pose will hold for 2 breaths. Stepping back, warrior 2. Pressing our weight, left leg, high skater, 2 big breaths. Inhale, all the way around, crescent lunge, 2 big breaths. Hinging forward, warrior 3, lifting that back foot off the earth. 2 big breaths. Right knee taps to left ankle, 2 breaths. Coming up, single leg split, lifting that back leg up. And we come to standing, back leg comes to 90 degrees, tapping down on the way as needed, hands to heart center, flexing the foot. Floating back, straightening the front leg, and into crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms back up, 2 big breaths. Hands come to the earth, plank, vinyasa. 2 breaths in each pose. Chaturanga, elbows are tight to the body, we hover. And then we lower down. Inhaling, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, down dog, and we curl the toes, and we pedal that out. Well done. We'll do the exact same on the other leg. Lifting the left leg high. Stepping through, warrior 2. Bringing those arms parallel to the floor, gazing over the front arm, left knee. We can see our toes beyond. High skater, we shift our weight, opposite leg. 2 big breaths. Crescent lunge, sweeping the arms, coming up on the back toes, reaching up. Warrior 3, hinging forward, lifting that back leg. Toes are pointed down. Left knee to right ankle, hands to heart center. We hold 2 breaths. Good, hands come to the earth, single leg split. Back leg floats up. Back leg comes to 90. We come to standing, 2 big breaths. Flexing the foot. Exhaling the leg forward. And we step back, crescent lunge. Back toes reaching up. Hands to the mat, plank vinyasa. Getting our 2 breaths in at each pose. Upward facing or cobra. And down dog. Paddling it out. We're going to do the same sequence with 1 breath in each hold. Lifting our right leg. Gazing forward, we step through warrior 2. 1 big breath. Skater, back leg. Crescent lunge. Forward, we go into our warrior 3. Lifting that back leg. Tapping the right knee. Left ankle, big breath. Good. Coming up into our standing 90 degrees. Extend that front leg. And we step back, crescent lunge. Plank vinyasa. Still getting that 1 full breath in at each pose. Chaturanga, upward facing, and down dog. Well done. We rinse it out, and then we reset the other leg. Left leg floats high. Stepping through warrior 2. 1 big breath once we get there. Skater, shifting our weight, opposite leg. Crescent lunge, sweeping around up on the toes. Warrior 3. Left knee, right ankle. Standing split. And coming to 90 degrees with that back leg, standing up, hands to heart center. Flexing our foot, then we extend it, and we step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Plank, 1 big breath. Then chaturanga, 1 big breath. Upward facing or cobra. Big inhale, and step up, down dog. Beautiful. Rinsing out here, wiggling the heels, paddling out, moving energy through the legs and the arms. And we'll do the same sequence, matching the breath with each movement. Inhale 1 movement, exhale 1 movement. And again, we start with our right leg. Inhaling, reaching the leg up. Gazing forward, we step through warrior 2. Inhale, skater. Crescent lunge. Warrior 3. Right knee, left ankle tap. Standing split. Coming to 90. Extending the foot forward. And we sweep it back, crescent lunge. Plank vinyasa. Taking the time we need to warm up and to find our flow. We all meet up in down dog. Left foot comes off the earth. Gazing forward, stepping through warrior two. Skater. Crescent lunge. Warrior three. Knee tap to ankle. Standing split. 90 degrees. Extending the leg. Stepping back, crescent lunge. Plank, vinyasa. Meeting up in down dog. Taking the breath that we need to find our flow. We'll do that one more time on each side. Now that we're all warmed up and we know where we're going. Right leg lifts. Stepping through, warrior two. Skater. Crescent lunge. Warrior three. Right knee taps. Standing split. 90-degree leg. Standing, hands to heart center. Extend the leg forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hinging forward plank. Chaturanga, upward facing. Down dog. Meet you here. We take our few deep breaths between. We reset. And then we do the opposite leg. Lifting the left leg high. Stepping through warrior two. Skater. Crescent lunge. Tapping, warrior three. Tapping the left knee, right ankle. Standing split. Standing, mountain, 90-degree leg, hands to heart center. Extending the leg forward. Stepping back, crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hinging forward, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. Deep breaths in. Down dog. Pedal that out. Well done. Noticing the rhythm of our heart, the breath, and the warmth that we've generated here. Coming into child's pose, coming off of our hands, shifting the weight, grabbing a sip of water as desired. We take a few breaths in before practicing a crow pose and before starting our second sequence. Option here to bring the block close to us so that it's underneath our toes. And we have the option to practice our crow pose here today. Now that we're slightly warmed up, we're going to get off of our feet for a moment. Hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to bend the knees as we do in our chaturanga, keeping them nice and tight. We can walk our toes in. We want to hook our knees to our upper forearms, and then slowly we have the option to lift a toe, to lift both toes. We can bring our toes up towards us closer with our block underneath. Keeping our abs engaged, calm, steady, inner strength and calm. Finding somewhere to gaze at. confidence in our ability. And we keep playing and practicing as we feel able. And whenever we're done playing, we can come back into our child's pose. We can rinse it out. We can take as long as we desire there in our crow pose. Building our practice, building our strength and resilience. Bringing ourselves back into all fours, curling our toes under our shins. We'll lift up into down dog. Deep breaths in. And we exhale, lifting the hips, pressing the heels towards the earth, keeping our blocks close by. We're going to do the same sequence as our first vinyasa. We'll add a couple of twists. So as we started before, we're going to make our way to the front of our mat, gazing forward, bending our knees, either walking or hopping. And we come into our chair again. Inhaling, reaching the arms alongside our ears. We can see our toes, our hips are square. And we're going to do our twists again. So big inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. We tap left. We inhale, reaching. We tap right. Reaching, inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. With the rhythm of our breath. Keeping our hips forward facing. Feeling the heat regenerating in our legs and our upper back. Keeping the abdomen tight. Two more each side. Feeling the heat. Maybe we're starting to tremble. We've got one more. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Oh, yummy. Catching our breath. Moving the energy through the legs. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise up to mountain. Hands to heart center. And we make our way to the front of the mat if we're not already there. And once again, we'll go through this new sequence with twists, with 3 big breaths in each pose. Stepping back, warrior 1. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Checking in with our posture, we can see our toes, our back leg is nice and firm, and our hips are forward facing. Hands to heart center, we twist over that right leg. Bringing the arms up, inhale, and over to our skater. Sweeping the arms, coming up on the back toes, crescent lunge here. Hinging forward, reaching forward, lifting the back foot, warrior 3. Bringing our right hand to the earth, and we have our revolved half moon. Perhaps we bring our block underneath our right hand. We open the left arm, we keep our hips as square as possible. Good. Coming back to center, right knee comes to left ankle, hands to heart center. Single leg standing, split, bring that right leg all the way up. Coming to standing, right knee to 90 degrees, hands to heart center. Finding length in our torso, and we can twist here. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Crescent lunge. Inhale, we're reaching the arms up. Plank vinyasa at our speed. And we all meet up in our down dog. We rinse it out. We repeat our 3 breaths in each pose on the other side. Lifting our left legs high. Gazing forward, we step through warrior 1, reaching our arms all the way up. Hips are forward facing. Back foot is nice and sturdy, 45-degree angle. Hands to heart center, we twist over the front leg, rotated, warrior 1. Inhaling, reaching up, shifting our weight, skater, opposite leg. Beautiful, sweeping the arms around, crescent lunge. Warrior 3, inhale, lifting that back leg off the earth. Option to bring the left hand to the earth. Option to open the right arm, revolved half moon. Good, coming back, knee taps right ankle. Can we draw the shoulder blades back? Can we draw the shoulders down? Inhale, standing split. Back leg floats up. 3 big breaths. Then we come to standing back leg at 90 degrees, hands to heart center. And we can twist. Coming back to center, extending that leg forwards. Crescent lunge. Plank vinyasa. Finding stillness whenever we need, holding wherever we feel we can. Upward facing our cobra. We all meet up in down dog. And we rinse it out. We'll do the same sequence again. 2 breaths in each pose. Then we'll finish with 1 breath in each pose. Keeping ourselves warm and limber. Continuing to build and to create mental clarity with our attention on our movements and our breath. Right leg comes up. Gazing forward, we step through warrior 1. Inhale, reaching the arms up. 2 big breaths in our warrior 1. Skater, 2 big breaths. And then we sweep the arms, coming up on the back toes, crescent lunge, 2 big breaths. And here we're going to twist because I forgot it in our warrior 1. So twisting over that front leg. 2 big breaths. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And we come into our warrior 3. Lifting the back leg, reaching the arms forward. Right knee comes to left ankle, 2 big breaths, tall torsos. Good, standing split, hands come to the earth, back leg floats up. And we come into standing mountain, 90-degree leg. And we can twist. 2 big breaths. Good, coming back to center, extending that front leg forward, 2 breaths. We sweep the back leg into a crescent lunge, inhale, reaching up. Plank vinyasa. Going to our speed. Holding where we can to build our strength. Recovering in down dog or in child's pose as needed. And then we'll do the same thing on the left leg, adding my twists as we go, not forgetting them this time. Left leg floats high. We gaze forward, we step through warrior 1. Getting that back foot planted, reaching the arms up. Hands to heart center, and we twist over the front leg. Inhale, reaching up. Coming over to skater. Good, sweeping around, crescent lunge, reaching those arms up. Warrior 3, lifting the back leg, reaching the front arms forward. Bringing the left hand to the earth, opening the right arm, keeping our hips square, toes are pointed down. Good, back to our standing split, left knee comes to right ankle. Nice and tall here. Good, standing split. And we come to standing 90-degree leg. Hands to heart center, foot is flexed. And we can twist. Reaching our back arm open, finding grounding of our front foot. We come back to center. We extend our front foot outwards. And we come into crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Good, exhale, hands to the floor, plank, chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. We meet up in down dog, rinsing that out. And we've got one more series on each leg. One big breath in each pose, or we match the movement to our inhalation and our exhalation, whatever feels most comfortable. We can slow it down, we can speed it up. Good. We're going to start with our right leg. Inhale, reaching it up. Gazing forward. Warrior 1. Planting the back foot, lifting our arms. We twist, hands to heart center. Coming over the front lunge leg. Coming up, inhaling, reaching the arms, and then we come over to our skater. Crescent lunge, sweeping the arms, coming up on the back toes. Warrior 3, lifting that back foot, reaching the arms forward. Good. Right hand comes to the earth, left arm opens up. Revolved half moon option. Back to center, right knee to left ankle. We tap down as needed. We find the length in our torso. And we bring the hands to the earth, standing split. 90-degree leg, come to standing. Hands to heart center. We can rotate open. Gentle twist. Back to center, extend the front leg. And we step back through crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Coming all the way down, plank vinyasa. Trying to get that full breath in each pose. And we meet up in down dog when we get there. Last time through, we'll do the opposite leg. Our speed. Left leg floats high. Gazing forward, coming up on our toes, we step through. Warrior one, planting the back foot, lifting our arms, big reach up. Hands to heart center. We rotate over the front leg. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to skater, opposite leg. Good, inhale, crescent lunge, up on the back toes, reaching. Warrior three, reaching and lifting. Bring the left hand to the earth, toes are pointed down, we can open our right arm. We come back to center, and we tap the left knee to the right ankle, we find length in our torso. Standing split, left leg floats all the way up. And then we come to standing 90 degrees. We can rotate open. Coming back to center. Left leg extends forward. And then we sweep it back, crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Inhale, plank. Vinyasa. Upward facing or cobra. Down dog. Well done. Pedaling this out, rinsing, shifting our weight. And we congratulate ourselves for getting through 2 challenging vinyasa sets. Reconnecting with our breath and the rhythm of our heartbeat. We bring our knees to the earth. We sink back into child's pose. Shifting our weight, taking a moment to reflect on any intention we may have set, and the opportunity to grab a sip of water as desired. We're going to finish our practice with some planks and abdominal work. Bringing ourselves back into all fours. We're going to float our way into a plank, so walking our hands out. We'll bring our chest over top, lifting our legs. Torso is parallel to the earth. We press into the shoulder blades. Our neck is loose. We can open our feet hip width apart, shoulder width. We're going to start by doing some shoulder taps, left to right. Feeling the abdomen engage as it stabilizes us. Our speed. Trying to minimize sway, no twisting of the spine. We're really activating the core, bulletproofing our lower backs. For 3, 2, and 1. We lower ourselves down into our forearm plank, bringing the toes closer together, pressing into the shoulder blades. Abdomen is still nice and tight. Torso is parallel to the floor. We come over into a side forearm plank. Holding here, lifting the hips. Option to reach under. Reaching towards and under the hip. Scissoring the legs as needed for stability. Or bringing that bottom leg down 90 degrees to help support us. Whatever we feel we are capable of today. One more big breath. And we come back to center, forearm plank. Up on the toes, pressing into the shoulder blades, torso is parallel. And then we come over to the other side. Scissoring, shifting the weight, lowering our lower leg as needed for support. Threading our arm under as accessible. Keeping the hips high, calm and steady. We're moving with our breath. Two more big breaths. And we come all the way back to center, forearm plank, pressing into our shoulder blades. Good. From here, we're going to come into our dolphin. Exhaling, lifting the hips, coming on the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, plank. Sticking the plank, nice straight line from the shoulders to the ankles. Option at any time to come into child's pose. We push to our maximum capacity each day. No judgment, no competition, and no expectation other than listening to our bodies. One more big breath. We lower our knees, we sink back our hips. Child's pose. Feel the strength we've created in our shoulders, in our abdomen, the acceleration of our heartbeat and our breath, showing us that we are working hard and that we are determined. Pressing our torso up with our hands, crossing our ankles, and we'll come back, shifting through, bringing our legs forward, finishing off with a couple more abdominal focused exercises. Rolling ourselves down slow and steady, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders and head. We're going to lift our knees in towards the chest, stacking our feet above our hips, flexing the feet. And we have the option here to bring our hands to our head and reach across with our elbows, or to reach with our hands, reaching towards the opposite leg. This doesn't have to be a big movement. If our neck starts to feel a little tired, we can support it with our hands. Reaching, twisting and building the obliques side to side. Three, 2, 1, and we release the legs, hugging them in, rocking side to side if that feels good. Hugging, pulsing, rocking as desired. We'll stack our feet over our hips again. We'll do our scissor legs with the option to chop the arms left, right, in sync with our scissors, or to simply scissor, or if we want to take it up a notch, we can also twist and shift the legs left to right. We can go up and down, We can lift our head and shoulders, protecting our lower backs. We can do a combination. Listening to the lower back. If it feels good to bring the hands underneath the hips, we do that. Three, 2, 1. And we release all the way to the mat. Legs and arms reaching above our heads. Arching the lower back. Opening up the abdomen. Big deep breaths in. And sighing it out. One more, just like that. We release our lower back to the earth. We bring our hands to our hips or to the sides of our body. Noticing the contact our body makes on the mat below. We run through a body scan. Checking in with new sensations, warmth, and strength. Bringing our awareness to the light within us. Those areas that feel strong, clear, and fluid. Celebrating the strength of our bodies, celebrating what we've accomplished here today. Congratulating ourselves for getting to the mat, and for doing our best. Hugging our legs into our chest, narrow or wide, whatever feels good. Perhaps we wiggle out our feet. We can shift our weight left to right, bringing awareness back to the physical sensations. Flowing through any micro movements that might feel good before we roll over and push ourselves up. When we're ready, we make our way into our easy seated pose, whatever that looks like for us today. Bringing our hands to heart center. And giving gratitude for all the love, the support, our successes and achievements that we have made throughout this past week. Focusing on the highlights, the small gains, micro gains. Reminding ourselves of our inner strength, our inner calm, and the tools that we have to maintain our balance and equilibrium. With smiles on our faces, we give thanks for our bodies and this opportunity to practice, and of course, this beautiful community. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me on your journey. And I wish you a beautiful continuation throughout the coming days. Namaste.